But not one of these tram lines is lined up for the sprayer. Huh. Well, good thing we turned off crop destruction. Kind of a default answer between myself and some others. Don't get me wrong, I think it's an interesting feature. It adds some realism, but the way I play, I don't play terribly realistic. Otherwise, this sprayer would probably never go on this tractor if it was realistic. This thing's meant for something bigger. But yeah. We'll get an inside line, maybe two, and that's it. Now, they made it look like the whole field's loaded with weeds. Look at, it's just kind of spotty. This thing's not even spraying that much. Just here and there, right where it needs it. I think when we harvest this, we'll be able to put down crop right away, the wheat plant or something like that. This is sorghum. We could feed the chickens. See, none of the tram lines were correct. Not one of them. Wow. What was the boom on this sprayer? Or did I miss the sprayers? .36 wide? Dillon's at 24 to 28. Huh. I don't know. The tram lines do not make sense. Take up space in your field at the moment. And we are about done. Look at that, 98% left in the sprayer. Of herbicide. Unbelievable. So this is our farmyard. Now, the way they lay it out, you have a house right here on the left, and a big old barn that just is a barn, doesn't hold anything, doesn't have a silo attached, and then a separate silo that just does grain crop. Well, that seems realistic on one side. Yeah, not my cup of tea. I usually go for the multi-fruit silos, even I did on that other file that we just deleted. I'm going to again. Oops, no, don't want to disconnect that. Oh, you know what? We're just gonna get some fertilizer to put in here, the liquid fertilizer. So we'll drop our 4 pallets of that. It's almost completely full. Come down here to the liftables. Stick with the same brand. I think, yeah. The Corteva. I don't know if there's any real world difference between them. 4 seems to be a good number. And we'll go get some fertilizer. I think my lofty goal of keeping $500,000 in the bank is going to sink quickly. We're going to need some grass work materials and other things such as that. Maybe some logging capabilities. That's just kind of the nature of the beast around here. And while this thing's taking its time driving down there, we're going to pick up that contract for the fertilizing. Except, and I don't need their equipment, I've got my own. Now, up at that field, included in that area, is a buildable house and a garage. Now, buildables are something unique to FarmSim 25 as far as FarmSim goes. And I think it's kind of cool that they put that in there. Honestly. I like that they did. I think we're going to spray our field as well. There's some fertilizer. That way it gets at least somewhat of a decent yield. I mean, we haven't scanned it or anything like that, so we're not going to get a perfect yield. But that's just kind of the nature of the beast. And then we're going to need some way to transport these pallets home. And before we do anything, just to make sure this doesn't end up loaded into our attachment, put it over there in the corner. There we go. I don't expect the fertilizer to take very much of the product either because of the spot and spray bit. I think this is going to be a very effective and efficient way to do this. Now, the one that came with, the sprayer is the only one that came with the Precision Farming DLC. Huh. Nothing in here. And I bet you this isn't set up to have it. what is set up to have it? Nope, nothing in there. Plains and Prairies has nothing. Colossus, This one, nope. Base game units. For Lime. No. Doesn't have anything for precision farming there either. Nope. Forget it. No way. How interesting. That dry box. Nope. So dry fertilizer is not as efficient to put down as liquid. As bad as that sounds. It's going to lay it wherever it needs to lay it. Now this is what we had on that other because it does road salt, lime, and fertilize. We're going to make some decisions pretty quick here. Alright. Let's go make some money. What other sprayers have it? Pulse Width, Weed Seeker, Isra, Pro Precision Farming. Isra Proactive. Oh. Okay, so this is the other way to set up a sensor to make sure we're only putting down what we absolutely have to. So if I'm running fertilizer, solid fertilizer, run that, and that would fix the situation.